Hello again, guys. It's Yagoichi here, back in another video. Guys, I haven't been uploading for a while. I've been recently, doing some different school stuff. So yeah, my upload schedule had to shift. So some of my videos I'm gonna continue. Some others I'm not gonna abandon as such, but I'm gonna be uploading them rarely, not that much. So this is what if Naruto was a god, was the god of chakra part 2. So let's get straight into the video. My Gaara and Naruto's Maki calm down. As Naruto then walks down because I changed the matches. Sasuke is gonna have to fight the victor between Naruto and Gaara. So Naruto heads down. Gaara then says, "Oh, mother's gonna enjoy your blood." Gaara says, as Naruto just shrugs it off. But Shukaku is inside Gaara, is like feeling this power coming off from Naruto. It's like, is this the old man? Nah, probably some other bullshit, Chicago says to himself. So Genma then says, "Begin." As Gaara sends his sand at Naruto. Naruto just does fireball, great fireball jutsu, melting the sand, turning it into glass. Gaara then attacks with some more sand. Naruto is dodging, doing different jutsus, water style, wind style, using like those styles, to combat Gaara's sand. And Gaara is getting frustrated at this, that Naruto is like beating him up. So Naruto manages to get in between Gaara's defenses. He punches Gaara, shattering his sand armor. As Naruto then builds up the Asura Rasengan, that Rasengan with like 6 other mini ones inside. He then slams it into Gaara. As a bit of Gaara's blood, starts to seep out. Gaara then goes, like a psychopath. "My blood! Oh, my blood!" Gaara says, like a psychopath. Is the third Hokage is just looking, is like, okay, this is weird. Kasegage, is your child mentally stable? You know, Kasegage, just nods because he really wanna reveal that it's Orochimaru and these guys. But yeah, so Gaara then does his sand coffin trying to kill Naruto. Naruto, just like shrugs it off. It just uses a small almighty push, to burst out of the sand. Gaara seeing there's no option, decides like he wants to release Shukaku. Is Shukaku's one arm and half of Gaara's face changed into sand. "I'm gonna kill you, Uzumaki. I'll kill you." As he rushes at Naruto. Naruto, just like starting to dodge. As Shukaku is sending, this sand shuriken at him. Naruto is dodging. So Naruto then goes and uppercuts Gaara. He then slams him into the ground. The big boom. Naruto then looks up, as Gaara sand starts to go into a circular motion. He then goes all around Gaara, putting him in a ball of such. Naruto then says, what's gonna happen? Inside, the sand ball, Gaara is mutating, is changing into Shukaku. Is, almost Gaara's body, is like changed into a mini Shukaku. His Gaara then says, "Possum Jutsu." Gaara then sleeps. Shukaku then gets out. "Ha ha ha, I'm back, bitches," Shukaku says, as loud as he can, trying to see what's going on outside. Naruto, just like, uh, is this what my son created? I think I should have really taught Hagoromo how to create personalities. Kurama is inside, Naruto is just like, "Stupid raccoon. Can't you see that grandfather is here?" So, Naruto decides, to waste no time. Is some, what are these called? I'll just give it. Naruto decides not to waste any time. He then goes and punches, Shukaku, sending him flying back. Everyone is shocked by this. Naruto then creates 4 shadow clones, as they say. 4 crimson barriers, they bury themselves, with Shukaku. So Temari is like trying to go and help Gaara. Since she's with the invasion, she's trying to go and help Gaara. To take him out so he can come and destroy the village. But Naruto clones put up the barrier. So she tried to hit the barrier with the fan, but she got electrocuted. So Orochimaru is like, fuck this, and then he starts the invasion. He then grabs the third Hokage and takes him to the roof. The Sound 4 do the barrier as well, but yeah. So Naruto is fighting Gaara, as was continuing. Kakashi is also there, he's fighting, some sand and, auto-nin, a punch here, some kicks there, keeping going with the flow. So, with the Akatsuki. The Akatsuki is silently like watching what's going on. Obito, Nagato, and Conan, as well as Setsu, were watching what's going on. So, Obito wanted to extract the one shells as soon as it began. So he then told Nagato, to prepare himself. So, the parts of pain, see Naruto fighting against, Gaara, is they immediately, go and attack Naruto's clones. As, the clones then get dispelled. The barrier falls. Suddenly, there's a big puff of smoke as, the Gero statue comes out. Shukaku seeing the Gero statue, is like, oh shit. As, a chain comes out of the Gero statue's mouth as it wraps around Shukaku's neck. It then yanks it hard as it can as, Shukaku gets sucked into the Gero statue. Immediately as Shukaku is being sucked into the Gero statue, the statue then dispels itself. So, the bodies of pain, poof away like they were shadow clones. Zetsu then sinks into the ground, but you not manage to see him. So you're not like, that thing feels like the Shinju, but I am not sure. Not assist himself. So Naruto then sees Gaara is on the floor. Temari rushes to Gaara, check on his pulse. No, Gaara. Temari starts crying as Gaara is dead. You did this, and then says, I never did anything. Naruto says, as Temari starts charging to Naruto with the fan. Naruto, just activates. Naruto, activates his Rinnegan and says, sleep. As Temari then gets knocked out instantly. So Obito then grabs onto Nagato and Conan as they then get warped away into his dimension as he disappears. Naruto then starts to think to himself, the Gero statue. What are they trying to do? They're trying to revive the... Oh no. Naruto says to himself, shit, I can't let this happen. No. It cannot go this way. Peace has existed for a while. Cannot let peace get ruined. Naruto says, he starts to think on what to do. So the rest of the invasion is then squared, with Kono being the victor. They've managed to capture, some of the shinobis and, Orochimaru's shinobi as well. But that's for another time. What they're gonna do in them is for another time. The third Hokage, did not survive this outcome, as in canon, he died. So this time, Jiraiya is then told by the Fire Daimyo directly that Jiraiya, you are going to be the fifth Hokage, whether you like it or not. So Jiraiya tries, to say that his spy network is important, and but the Fire Daimyo then says, look for an apprentice and make him do your spy network. So Jiraiya then sees, there's really no way out of this. So he just then agrees to the Fire Daimyo because there's no point in opposing this guy because he's powerful. So Jiraiya is then named the fifth Hokage. So Jiraiya, sends Anbu out to go and look for Tsunade with a message that you revoke her signing rights if she doesn't come back to Konoha. So in a matter of 3 days, the Anbu finds Tsunade in Tanuki town. They then give her the message from Jiraiya, the fifth Hokage, which Tsunade is shocked that Jiraiya is the fifth Hokage. Wow. So he says to herself. So Tsunade, seeing as if her rights will get revoked, she then heads back to the village. Time skip. Tsunade arrives at the village. Tsunade, sees Jiraiya sitting, doing his paperwork. His clones are doing the paperwork. So, Jiraiya immediately saying, foolish old man, should have used shadow clones to do paperwork. So, Jiraiya then sees Tsunade and says, oh, Tsunade, it's too long, Hime. Tsunade then punches Jiraiya in the head. What is it you're talking about revoking my rights, Jiraiya? Huh? What is it, Jiraiya? Tsunade is like really pissed that Jiraiya has to revoke her rights. Because Jiraiya then says, Tsunade, I need you to come back to the village. Tsunade then says, no, the village has caused me a lot of pain. I can't come back. So, Jiraiya, then continues to talk with Tsunade. Tsunade eventually then agrees to come back to the village. But, she has her own conditions. All of her debts are gonna be paid for. She's going to have full control over the hospital. As she then tells Jiraiya to dissolve the civilian council, which Jiraiya was also thinking about doing, but Jiraiya then nods and he then agrees to this. So with Naruto right now is with Kaguya. After the invasion was finished, he went to Kaguya and decided to start to talk to Kaguya. Oh, Kaguya, him. Oh, Naruto-kun, is there a problem? Naruto then nods and says, Kaguya, these people with red cloaks, I think they call the Akatsuki from what I've gathered up. They're trying to unite all the child beasts and perhaps revive the Shinju. Which Kaguya is like, what? That damn beast. Do they know what it will do to the world? Kaguya says, literally very angry. Because Naruto then nods and says, yes, Hime, I know. But if we try to do it now, to be very difficult because they're just going and taking the child pieces. We cannot be every at once. So we might just have to wait until they've gathered them all and they have to defeat it the proper way. So Kage then nods to his plan, understanding this. So Kage and Naruto then go to sleep as Kage then snuggles up with Naruto. With Jiraiya. Jiraiya is called for a council meeting, which everyone is there. So Danzo, Homura, and Koharu. Jiraiya, what's the meaning of this council meeting? Jiraiya then says, it's Lord Hokage to you, in a cold tone. Which Homura feels a bit of the killing intent. She shudders down. So the civilian council then say, so what is this meeting for? Silence! You will not speak unless you're spoken to. Because the civilian council then goes in uproar, trying to challenge Jiraiya. Jiraiya then says, with immediate effect, the civilian council has been disbanded. Get out. This is shinobi matters. This village is ruled by a dictatorship, which I am in charge of, Jiraiya says in a harsh tone. Flashback. Naruto met up with Jiraiya soon after he was, coronated as, the 5th Hokage. Naruto then told Jiraiya that he needs to have a backbone if he is gonna fix this village. He's gonna have to purge all the corrupt people out. Kill them at best, rebuild this village to its proper glory that Hashirama and Madara created together. Which Jiraiya understood Naruto's words and took them to heart. Because this guy is like the god of chakra. Clearly. Flashback end. The civilian council was then escorted outside. As Jiraiya then said, stop! Take them to Ibiki. We have to find what dirty secrets they have. As the aunt will not then take them out. Jiraiya then says, now that that nuisance of civilian council is gone, it's time to discuss proper shinobi matters. Danzo, I know that your route is still active, and I'm taking them. They're now under my command. They're no longer under your command. They now under the command of me, Jiraiya says with a stern tone. Which Danzo is like, maybe they might be changing this fate. Danzo then agrees and says, very well, they'll be reporting to you. So Jiraiya then says, now to speak of the academy. This academy of ours producing weak genin, weak shinobi. We are the leaf village for God's sake. We cannot be weak, Jiraiya says. Because everyone starts to nod. So immediately effective. All civilian children are not to enter the academy if they do not have chakra. They are to do other jobs and go to civilian schools. Flower printing is immediately being removed from the curriculum. You will be learning the art of sealing kenjutsu and ninjutsu genjutsu. So people are happy that maybe the leaf might improve. So he then says the funding for the leaf village is very unstable. Some of our shinobis do not have the proper equipment to do what they need to do. So I'm going to be redirecting funds from non-important things, which everyone nods, understanding. Jordan says, as well as for the clans, taxes is gonna be paid. Which the clan leaders, they want to uproar, but they see, like it will help the village, so they decide not to. So Jordan nods and says, very well, council dismissed. Everyone then wins. Everyone then goes. Jordan goes to his office, he then says, Kagebushi no Jutsu, Jiraiya says, as clone of him appears. As he then goes to start doing paperwork, Jiraiya then heads out. Hey, why do I have to do the paperwork? Jiraiya's clone says, because I'm the original, dumbass. Jiraiya then walks away. Jiraiya then walks over to a bar, as he then goes and sits. He then sees Tsunade next to him, as he's also drinking. Huh, long day, huh? Jiraiya says to Tsunade. He then says, yeah, long day. I've been, rearranging the stuff in the hospital. It's been hectic, pretty much. Jiraiya says, huh, yeah. Me, being the fifth Hokage, I never really expected to do this job ever. I always just wanted to, become a spy master at best. Which, Jiraiya then says, yeah, Jiraiya, yeah. So, Jiraiya and Tsunade continued to drink. As one thing goes to another. Jiraiya then gets drunk as well as Tsunade. They then head over, to a hotel. Since, the house was in a bit far. So, Jiraiya and Tsunade stay getting to the hotel. Jiraiya, then goes and sits over at the bed. Tsunade seeing this, she goes and sits over as well. Jiraiya and Tsunade immediately looked at each other in the eyes, as they felt an attraction, a pulling. Jiraiya immediately, started, kissing Tsunade on the lips. Tsunade seeing this was a little shocked, but she started, also kissing back to Jiraiya. One thing led to another. They had a fun night. So Tsunade wakes up early in the morning to a sound of breakfast, some coffee, some eggs and bread, which she then looks and sees Jiraiya there. So she then says, Jiraiya, it's not a dream, right? Which Jiraiya then says, it's not human. Jiraiya says, Tsunade then smiles at Jiraiya. Jiraiya then goes and kisses Tsunade on the head, on the forehead. Back with Naruto. Currently Naruto has woken up and starts his training. He's trying to get his body to adapt to his power, as well as Kage. So since Kage just got revived, she can use all of her power. So she's helping Naruto get back his power with the Akatsuki. Right now the Akatsuki have collected the 6 out of the 9 tailed beasts. Since they've been attacking the villages and taking the Jinchuriki by force in broad daylight and extracting them. So how they're extracting them this fast, Zetsu is pumping his chakra into Nagato. Because Zetsu was a part of the Shinju, so Zetsu's got a lot of chakra since he's an incarnation of the tree. So Nagato is improved, his body, he can walk now thanks to Zetsu, but Zetsu's out of plans for this guy. So Naruto has finished his training. He then heads over to the Hokage office. He then says to Jiraiya that he wants, a 3-year trip away from the village. Which, Jiraiya then says, okay, you can go on your 3-year trip, but come back after, 3 years. I also have to send my ambush round after, which Naruto then nods. Naruto then goes over to Kage's, she then takes Kage's, then heads off. So, Naruto and Kage head off, presumably aimlessly. They're just trying to find a place, where they can settle down for a bit and do some training. So Naruto then remembers, a mountain range where Kage used to train, as he opens a portal and heads over there. So guys, I'm gonna leave off this video. I'm also gonna continue my other videos. I might upload them as well. Thank you guys for reaching 700 subscribers, guys. It's a milestone for me. We're almost at 1,000, guys. So yeah, please like and subscribe to the channel. Can I get like 15 likes on this video to see if you want another part? So peace out, guys.